Blending is one of those things that is super, super important, that can really make or break your eye look. So blending is very important. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I'm gonna do another beginner's eye tutorial, how to put on eyeshadow for beginners. And I am going to use this palette right here from Essence. It's the My Rose Will Go On, and it's a pretty palette. The nice thing about these smaller palettes is that there's not a lot of choice. So some of the intimidation of, well, what kind of eye look am I gonna achieve with, you know, let's say you got a ColourPop palette that's got 36 colors in there. Sometimes it's nice to have that many options, but then other times it can be a little like, ugh, takes you a while to figure out what kind of look you're gonna do. The nice thing with these is that it's drugstore, so they're a lot cheaper. I think I paid $3.99 for this. Here's another one called Dancing Green, kind of cute. It's cute, silly little names. Again, not a lot of choice. So like this would be your transition color. This would be a like a crease or darken up that outer V. This would be like brow bone. And then you could add one of these shimmers to the lid. So again, very easy. Again, not a lot of choice, which sometimes is a good thing, especially if you're a beginner. But let's, oh, also, if you guys like my nails, these are the gel wrap stickers, but they're the gel formula and they're fabulous and I love them. And if you want a tutorial on how to use them, let me know in the comments below. If you're not interested, it's totally fine. I won't bother. But anyways, just wanted to throw it out there. So first, let's get an idea of where we can apply eyeshadow. So on the lid here, obviously we've got a lid. Everyone's got a lid. Here is the crease. It's like this half moon shaped. And then right above the crease, right here, if you were to take your finger and press, you would feel a bone protruding. That is the hood of the eye. Okay, and then right underneath the eyebrows is the brow bone. Okay, now on the actual lid itself, you've got the inner lid, the middle lid, the outer lid, which sometimes people call the outer V. Then you've got your tear duct. I call it the inner corner. And then of course you can, you got the lower lash line that you can apply makeup to. So those are the areas of the eye where you can apply eyeshadow to. I'm gonna go in with this color right here. Ooh, that light is shining. And you guys, my hair, it is a hot mess. The Florida weather has not been kind to my hair. So I know that it's a little bit disastrous, okay? All right, so I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. Any fluffy brush will do. I'm gonna go into this color right here. And we are gonna, my personal preference, and again, this is just my personal preference, is I like to apply my transition color first. It kind of gives me a roadmap of where I'm gonna put my eyeshadow and what kind of look I wanna have. Again, that's personal preference. If you decide that you wanna start on your lid, that's fine. But me, I like to start on the hood of the eye, and I'm just gonna go right above that crease. I forgot to mention that I did have my face prepped. I did use, as a primer on my face, this is what I used, the Makeup Forever Pore Minimizer Step 1. It's great for oily skin and if you have pores. And I did have my eyes prepped already with the Urban Decay primer potion. Any face primer, any eye primer is gonna do. So I'm gonna take a smaller fluffy brush And I'm going to use this color right here. And I'm going to start darkening up the crease and the outer V a little bit. Tap your brush off because there's a lot of kick up. Do you see all that kick up? Less is more. You can always build up. I should heed my own advice, but. And I'm going to start right in that outer V. And I like to do circular motions. And then I kind of carry it over in that crease. Windshield wiper motions. Windshield wiper motions. Super easy. Anybody can do this. Super easy. And because I have hooded eyes, meaning the hood of my eye covers most of my lid, I like to bring my crease color up just a little bit. Just a little bit. See, I'm going just above my crease, just a tad. Okay? All right. And then you can take that first fluffy brush that you used and just kind of blend things out. Blending is one of those things that is super, super important that can really make or break your eye look. So blending is very important. You want everything to flow nicely and transition nicely. You don't want any harsh lines. Sometimes when you blend out your eye look, some of the color does get brushed away, so there's nothing wrong with going back in there and darkening things up again if you need to. Okay. Kind of go out and blend that out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brush that looks like this. Okay, it's like an angled brush. Go in with this color right here. And that's going to be my brow bone highlight. Just adds like a little extra oomph to your look. So now we have these two colors that we could use. So I think I'm going to take this, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put it on my finger. Swatch it for you. It's really pretty. And I'm going to start in the middle lid and just kind of push and then pat. It's nice. It's soft. It's subtle. Just kind of work your way around the lid. Now, if you want this on your entire lid, that's fine. Then take it into that inner lid. Personally, I want this color right here in my inner lid, my pinky. Okay, and then whatever's left on my finger from that, I'm just gonna kind of blend it out. Okay, and there's that. Simple, easy look. Now I'm going to do the other eye, but I'm going to do it with a wet brush. I'm going to take a flat brush kind of like this. Okay, and I'm going to wet it. And I'm going to wet it with some makeup finishing spray. This is by Skindinavia. This is going to make it a little bit more vibrant when we spray it. Again, start in the middle of the lid. With this one right here, inner lid. Again, I'm going to do just like I did with my finger on this side with the brush. Kind of blend it. Okay. A little bit more oomph with this side versus this side. But again, it's a personal preference. and figure out how you like it. Personally, I like a more vibrant look, but over here it's very soft, it's subtle, it's very pretty, it's you know, it's romantic. And so now if you want to go underneath the eye, just a small amount. See how it just gave a little flush of color? And sometimes that's all you need. By the way, rookie mistake, YouTube rookie mistake. I always forget this. If you like what you see, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. I'd really appreciate it. For those of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. So the mascara that I'm going to use is this. It's the Essence Lash Princess. Great stuff. $4.99 I think for this. You can get it at Ulta. I will link everything below for you. Okay, let's do the lower. Look what I did. I messed up and I don't have a Q-tip. Man, by the time I get a Q-tip, it's gonna dry. I did have a paper towel handy, so let's see. If that happens to you, don't wipe. Dab. Dab it. Oh, crisis averted. Okay, now go back in with that first fluffy brush and just kind of clean it up a little bit. Okay, clean it up a little bit. Okay. Phew! Whew. Okay. See how quickly makeup can go from great to disaster? Actually, that wasn't a disaster. If you have a little bit of glitter that maybe fell on your face, just take like a big fluffy brush kind of like this and just very gently toss it away. Just very gently. Surprisingly, I didn't have very much fallout with this, which is great. Let's line the waterline. I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Labs. It's just a black kohl pencil. You can use whatever you want. Essence actually has an excellent kohl pencil like this. This is just what I had on hand that I just grabbed real quick. You can use anything you want, and technically you don't even have to do this. Because I'm not putting a liquid liner on, which I do love to do, I want to have my eyes a little bit more bold because that's just what I'm used to. I'm going to line the So here's my waterline right here. See that? I know it's kind of, I don't want to keep my eye like that, but because I know it's not very appealing. It's not very pretty. So we're just going to go in there. I'm going to line it. See how this is a little bit darker than on that eye? Again, it's your personal preference. Let me make the other eye even. There you go. And I'm not even going to worry about the bottom. Don't even touch it. Keep it easy for yourself. This looks nice. It doesn't have to be extravagant. You just want it to look nice and well put together. Okay. So this is the final look for the eye. Okay, so let me put the rest of my face together. Let's do some blush, some bronzer, a little bit of lipstick on. I do have a little bit of gloss on because I didn't want to look too washed out. For bronzer, I'm going to use this. It's from Buxom and it's Staycation Vibes. I actually got this from TJ Maxx a few months ago. It's not there right now. But by the way, I was in TJ Maxx yesterday and then like a few days ago. I always try to go every so often because they've got some phenomenal makeup. I'm going to do a video for you guys of some of the amazing makeup that I found at TJ Maxx, and I'm super excited to do that. But that'll be I'll probably film that sometime this week and get it uploaded maybe later on. But, all right, so I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. This is an e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush. Looks like this. So let's bronze up just a little bit. And I usually like to dab because I've got a little bit more of texture. I've got some wrinkles. So dabbing is something that works well for me, especially right here because I have no, do you see the discoloration here? All I have is foundation on. Oh, and by the way, this is the foundation that I used. Great, great stuff. This has replaced my $50 Lancome that I used to buy. It's the Infallible, and I'm in 103 Natural Buff. I think this is like 12 bucks at Walmart. But do you see this? I have kind of a natural contour. I just feel I'm just not in the right spot. I wish it was up a little bit more. But I have this natural dark right here, and then it's kind of light, and then I'm darker here. So putting on contour, bronzer, blush, and highlight in this area can get messy real quick. And over here too. Do you see it's not as bad on this side? I just have it here where you see the discoloration here. You don't really see it as much right here. So this side of my face always looks better than this side of my face. We're our own worst critic though, you know. So I like to dab. Okay. And then I'll go in and kind of fluff it out. Now let's do it under here. Why not? Let's even. I also put makeup on my ears. I need to make sure that everything is even. And I don't contour my nose anymore. I know that that is crazy talk. I've got the most oiliest nose that I've done everything. And when I mean everything, you guys, I've done everything to try to counteract the makeup from just sliding off of my face. The best thing has been just leaving it alone. Just priming my face and then adding foundation seems to work a little bit better. If you have a suggestion, tell me in the comments. I would love to try it out. But the things that everyone says, foolproof, 100% amazing, your makeup won't slip off, it won't slide off, if you have oily skin, do this. I watch all those YouTube videos. They don't work for me. The only thing that has worked is not contouring my nose. And let me tell you something. There's no amount of contour that's going to hide that. Do you see how it goes? It's thin, big, thin. It's just the shape of my nose. Blushes that I'm thinking. Okay, so I've got this, the Catrice. Man, that light is bright. It's Catrice. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, look at that. It's so beautiful. This is in the color Blooming Hibiscus. But I also have this from Ciate London. It's called Into Deep. I'm wondering if this might help counteract the pink. Or, you know what? No, I'm going for it. I'm going for this because I really want to try this out. I'm going to use kind of an angled brush like this. This just happens to be a Sigma large angled contour brush, the F40, but I use it for blush. It's fabulous for blush. I've been using it for years for blush. So let's see. Ooh, okay, pigment. All right, a lot of pigment. Let's take some of that off. I never know with these, and because I'm so heavy-handed, again, I like to tap because my skin texture, I don't want to rub product off. And I don't want there to be an uneven application. So for me, this is just what works. If you want to rub, that's fine. But I would recommend not doing this. Go in the same direction. Start and go in the same direction. Okay? If you prefer rubbing. Me, I like the dabbing works. Especially on this side of my face. Gosh, that is pretty. That blush is beautiful. Got a nice like sheen to it. Can you guys see it? It looks like I almost put highlight here, but I didn't. Whew. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Wow, I'm impressed, Catrice. What is going on with my hair? See, my hair. It's all a mess. Wow, beautiful. I like to go back in with my bronzing contour brush. Just kind of like what you did with your eyes. You know, you correct any kind of harsh lines. I don't feel like I even need any highlight almost, but you know, I'm a sucker for highlight, so I'm gonna put some on. I'm gonna use this Becca in the color Rose Quartz. Beautiful color. I bought this at TJ Maxx last year at Christmas. It came like in a pack of 3. But I love these little small, see how small it is? Small. You don't need a full size. You're never going to hit pan on it. You know, you have a million products as a beauty lover. You get, you know, you're constantly buying new makeup. You're never hitting pan on anything. So having these little minis, I love them. I like to put my highlight on with kind of a fluffy brush like this. As a beginner, maybe something like this might be beneficial, or something like this even. But this is going to be crazy. I'm going to show y'all something. You're going to think I'm crazy. One of my favorite highlight brushes is from Makeup Geek, and it looks like this. Now, when I first saw this I bought this like, I don't know, 2 years ago. I was like, there's no way that this works, but it does. So here we go. I swirl it and I do tap it off. And I like to buff. Oh, I know the sun is not. I like to buff. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I'm going to go in on the other side with this to show you. You get any fluffy brush. If you have a fluffy brush that's an eyeshadow brush and that's all you have, then by all means use that. As a beginner, just work with what you have. Just because it says eyeshadow brush doesn't mean that it has to be an eyeshadow brush. You can use it for whatever you want to, and that's the fun of makeup, is discovering these things. Kind of like my contour brush that I use for my blush. All right, so here's a fluffy brush with the product on. I better tap it off. How pretty that is, man. Now, remember with the blush I said keep it here and move it one direction. I don't necessarily adhere to that rule when it comes to my highlight, because I want to really buff it in and get that shine to come through. Some highlighters are like that. You put it on and you're like, eh, but then if you work it, it's really pretty. And I like to put a little bit up top here. I do like to do my Cupid's bow. I used to do my nose, but not anymore. Okay, so looking really nice so far. One thing I forgot was my inner corner. I always love to highlight my inner corner, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to take a small pointed brush that looks like that one, that we put on the inner lid, this color right here. Pretty. Other side. To counteract some of this pink, I'm going to use the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Hoppity. Ooh, wow, pigmented. You guys, I have no idea. How do you say that? Ilia? Ilia? Ilia. Comment below. You can correct me. I won't be offended. Wow. That is pretty. This is in the color, it's a tinted lip oil. Only You. I'm going to go over that with the Catrice. It's the Powerful 5 Glossy Lip Oil. Beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Catrice, I'm impressed with Catrice. so far. That was my first time using that blush, but I've been using this the past couple of days and I really like it. So let's go in there. Let's just add. Let's see if we can blend out some of that harsh line. Last but not least, let's set the face. Skindinavia, fabulous stuff, and actually very reasonable. You purchase it online. I'll link it below. Just real good, real good. This is the final look. Isn't this, it's so pretty. I'm impressed with this little palette from Essence. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have learned something. Comment below. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and put my face right here, either here or here. I'm also going to put some videos up either here or here. You can just click. If you like what you saw here, you can watch some of my other videos. But I hope that you guys have a fabulous day. Thank you again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.